Broadcasting live from our Columbia, Maryland headquarters, they are founders of Hard Money Bankers, REI 360, and are international bestsellers with their book, The Whiteboard. Here are Chris Haddon and Jason Bailey.
Hey everyone, Chris and Jason here in our office at our ping pong table desk.
Ooh.
Talking about offense versus defense in business. There's a couple different ways to say it. We're going to jump into examples and some different stuff, but the idea is that way too many business people get caught in the trap of playing defense. And what that is just transactional type stuff, taking care of clients, whatever, instead of doing what your real job is, which is growing your business or improving your business to the size that you want it to be. If you're already there, cool. Most people are not. The vast majority of people are not at the size of business they would like to be. So their real job is grow stuff and optimization, making things better, not just drowning every day in transactional stuff.
Yeah, I think a lot of small business owners and entrepreneurs want to start a business, they're passionate about it, they get going, they become profitable, they're starting to make money, it's expanding, and all of a sudden they just gave themselves a job, right? Because they're busy all the time, and they fall into that trap, and it's a trap that everyone falls into. So, you know, if you're in this trap, which you probably are in right now, don't be overwhelmed. We're going to give you some tips and tricks to get out of that trap. And really, the definition, like you were saying, of offensive defense is offense. Offense. I mean, think about any sports where there's offense. You know, if you're offense, your job is to score a goal, or to make points, or to advance to the next level. And on defense, it's like, you know, I already have stuff in place, and I'm just kind of treading water, and I'm preventing the other team from scoring a goal, if we're going to be talking about soccer or a sport like that. So again, in any sport, just like in business, you need to play offense, right, and you need to play defense. But in order for you to score a goal and to make more money and to expand your business, you need to be better at offense than the other team is, so you can win it and make more and do more offensive tasks than defensive tasks. Okay, so if you fall in that trap, no big deal. We're going to go over a few examples of what are offensive tasks, because a lot of people don't realize they're actually playing defense, and defense is transactional type of work. It's work, it's reactive stuff, it's work that you're doing on a regular basis to keep your business running, to keep your clients happy. But the offensive stuff, when we talk offensive defense, is marketing, growth, systems, hiring, managing, working to grow and expand your business, you know, up in this direction.
Yeah, you said a couple of important things there, and I want to just repeat and clarify a little bit. One, you said focus on playing more offense than defense, which is a huge concept and hard to do. And even before that, I would say, is just like you also said, recognizing what's what. The right way to think about transactional stuff, client work, just doing what your business is that it's a necessary evil. Like, you have to do it. We all have to do it. We have transactional work to do today. But we recognize that is not our real job. That is not the job of a real estate person trying to grow, or an entrepreneur or a tech person. It's the growth and optimization, making things bigger, making things better. And over time, just like anything else, like you get used to operating in that way, to the point that you might even, like, I don't want to say that you drop the ball on transactional stuff. That's not what I'm saying at all. Nope. But you start every day with a plan. And that's why I tell people in the office, or, you know, clients or anything else, like, it's gonna be hard for you to put something on my to-do list, right? I already have one. I already have my plan for the day, and it's mostly offense.
Yeah.
And so for someone else to jump in and be like, I need you for this and this, it's just unlikely.
Exactly. And as a business owner, like, if you've never read the book E-Myth Revisited, it's a really good book to look at it. And you know, there's the technician who's, you know, doing all the heavy lifting on the transactions, and there's the manager who's managing technicians, and then there's the visionary who's doing the top level stuff. And at the beginning, if you're a one-man operation, you are all of those things, right? But then you need to grow into that higher, you know, that higher level, that higher power. That's your job as a business owner, is to be the visionary, to help the business grow, to do a lot of the higher end things in order to get to that, right? So it doesn't matter if you're a gigantic corporate structure or if you're a one-man operation. You need to be doing the right things on a regular basis. So let's just talk real quick about a few maybe 5 or 10 really high-level things that a lot of business owners are not doing because they're doing the transactional types of stuff.
Yeah.
Or you know what? Let's start with transactional type of stuff first that people think they're doing that's helping them grow their business, but they're really defensive tasks, although they might think they're offensive tasks. So, for instance, maybe like a real estate agent goes to a home inspection, right? That's a transactional type of thing. Do I think it's important to go to a home inspection and take care of your clients?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a necessary evil.
Right? But let's keep in mind, by you going to that home inspection, it's not growing your business. It's taking care of that transaction, taking care of that current client that's in place.
Right. Just like a lawyer going to court, us closing a loan.
Yeah.
Like you can pick out in your business, and yeah, I mean, it's just hard to grasp the fact that that's not your true job.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing.
Exactly. And the majority of the things most business owners and entrepreneurs do on a regular basis is transactional. That just is what it is. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're and the hardest one is this: going to closing and making money is still not an offensive task. So if we close a loan today and we get $5,000 in lender fees and they hit our bank account, it is a happy day. We got $5,000, couldn't be more than happy. Doesn't matter what the dollar figure is, I'm happy as hell. That being said,
right,
that wasn't an offensive task. Now maybe it was an offensive task if we did, because originating a loan is not really offensive either. Maybe it was an offensive task when we went out and we did our business development and we grew and we made a new client or we
formed a new relationship,
whatever the case is. That was the offensive task, but bringing in the money wasn't. So a few big offensive tasks that really think about and really figure out a way that you can do is setting up a marketing campaign, right? Setting up some new marketing campaign, not necessarily an existing one, but a new one that you brainstorm, that you put in place, and you figure out a way to autopilot. Maybe hiring or managing an employee, helping them grow, maybe going to a mastermind group, maybe working with with a coach.
Yep.
All offensive things, all things that are not going to give you dollars and cents today, but they're big picture, they're big business growth activities.
Yeah, I would say that a good practical exercise that anyone can do, because the fact is, like, you can't just overnight change the way that you operate. Like, your days look like this, and then you flip a switch, and now your days are totally offensive, because it's just not realistic. But what you can do is pick one thing. Like, say you have a full day, you have appointments, you have clients, you have whatever. Pick one thing that you can do today. That is offense, like one of the things that Jason said. And try to make that a habit. Every day, I'm going to do one offensive thing. I'm going to play offense for 30 minutes, for example. And I think that'll be a huge step in the right direction. It might not seem like much, but if you take that one offensive thing times each day of the week, of the month, of the year, you create a big result.
And then you add new ones to it over and over and over time. So let's do a quick recap. Number one, this is pretty much for everybody, unless you have an unbelievably successful business that you're not looking to grow, and you have unlimited amount of leads coming in, and you have a good stable business, and that's exactly where you want to be today. So if that's where you want to be today, great. Stay there today. It's fine. So everybody else, obviously, you fall into this. Divide up, like Chris was saying, start with one offensive task, divide up, and the goal is to get this to be 50-50, right? I mean, if you can get into a point that all you're doing is offense all day long, you don't have to deal with any clients or anything else, that's great. And there's some businesses
then you're going to Gary Vee.
Yeah, there's some businesses that you can do that. I mean, if you're selling products online and things like that, and you have outsourced client help, in our business, we have to stay 50-50 because there's a few positions and a few job responsibilities that we do with underwriting loans, doing some stuff with investors that we want to be involved in and we have to be involved in, right? And we like doing it, so we're going to stay involved. But divide it up. Use whatever, piece of paper, 50-50, and as you're going through the day, jot down your 10 things that transactional defense, and again, transactional defense is not a bad word. It's just it is what it is, right? It's not a bad word. So write those 10 things down, and then write the 10 things down on the other side of the paper that are your offensive things. And like Chris said, pick one of them to start with, and then add 1 to 2 and 2, then add another and another, until you get to the point in the near future where you're spending 50% of your day on offense, 50% of your day in defense. Actually, 51-49 because you need to win, obviously.
There you go.
You don't want to tie 1-1. You want to win 2-1.
Yeah.
So do it like that.
That was also a good point you made about the list, because that list will help you, because you'll have days when you're like, I don't know what to do for offense. It's going to help you to have something to refer to, like when you're start jotting it down when you're feeling creative or like have time off or out of the office. Then you can refer to it and look at it. I have one on the glass door to my office, and I can look at it and say,
Sure.
okay, I'm going to do this and this and this.
Yeah, exactly. So I got a favor for you. So a lot of things we talk about are real estate investing, real estate agents. That's just the majority of the business that we're in. If you're in a different industry and you really, really would like to know what an offensive task is that you should be working on, please comment below. Again, these concepts are related to any business, so it doesn't matter what you're in. But if you comment below, we're happy to give some feedback and share what you're currently doing with the rest of the group. As always, we appreciate it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Until next time.